What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to the next episode of It's Better Than You Think. Today we're going to take a look at a weapon that was requested by a couple of different people, and that is the Dahl Minigun. And I have wanted to cover more non-uniques, so I was, happy to go ahead and cover this one. Now, this is one of the better non-unique assault rifles, one of the best. A lot of the assault rifles, non-unique assault rifles with the Vladov spinning gun barrel are pretty good. Now, this is not like a total powerhouse or anything, but it is pretty good, surprisingly good. And I'll go ahead and get started here with Zero here. But just a Bone of the Ancients, Legendary Killer. We'll get started here on the beatdown. And if you guys do want to see more weapon reviews, do consider liking, commenting, subscribing. Let me know what you think about the minigun. And of course, do let me know what weapons you would like to see covered next. So you can see, easily took that guy out. Easily took that guy out. And yeah, I've described the tier system that I am. Oh, wow. Damn, that was nice. Oh, did I show the parts on this? This is not a perfect one, by the way. This is just Jacob's grip and magazine shroud. We'll do a perfect one on the next run. And this thing has surprisingly good range. I really like rangy weapons because I find that they are the easiest way to easily survive on OP10. Just getting, oh god, see, that is ridiculous, man. The beatdown is so ridiculous. Man, the shock damage is just insane. Oh god, oh god, oh god. There he is. I think it's that guy. It's one of these two guys right here. There we go. Oh god, I think they both had elemental damage. Jeez, man. Oh, nice. That was kind of scary. Man, shock damages are just so ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, do let me know what weapons you would like to see covered next, and I will try to get around to them. And do let me know what you think about the Dahl Minigun. Nice. So again, on the beatdown, I try to maintain some distance between these enemies because they're just really dangerous. Nice. Yeah, excellent damage. But yeah, I've described the tier system that I'm going to be ranking these these weapons in recently. And like I said, I have 4 tiers. And the minigun, I'm not really sure where it's going to end up. It's going to be tier 2 or tier 3, which for me, if you recall, tier 2 weapons are weapons that are good for mobbing and bossing on the right character. And tier 3 is weapons that are good for at least mobbing on the right characters. So, as you can see, this thing is plenty good for mobbing, so it's at least tier 3. For bossing, I don't know. It's going to... I mean, it probably would be decent, but not one of the best options, so... this would probably be, like, between tier 2 and tier 3. Again, it would depend on the boss. I'm sure there's plenty... So there's some bosses this would be, fine for. And if you guys can think of, I mean, maybe if there's a boss I could run against that's easily accessible and that I could quickly do in each video, I might do that. As I've said before, I tend to stick to bossing only in my build videos, if you would like to see that. Because like I always say, I do consider bossing to be more of a build-specific thing, and it's more about playing well than it is about, individual weapons. And, like I said before, say you're doing a Sniper Zero build, you're going to be able to boss with almost any sniper, as long as that's a decent build, So there's going to be subjectivity there, there's going to be disagreements, so just let me know what you guys think about that. And like I said, if you would like to see more bossing content, just feel free to check out my build videos, as I do make it more of a priority in those videos. But for me, if a weapon can at least kill mobs and badass enemies on OP10 with no bar, then it's a decent weapon. Nice. I mean, yeah, honestly, this may be a tier 2 weapon. As fast as it's tearing these guys up when I hit my shots. Oh, I mean, just look at that damage, man. That is, I didn't expect it to perform this well. That was mostly body shots. Oh, got corrosive damage here. And I took the dot. That's gonna be that might be a death. I was trying to get the freaking Grim bonus to save me. I might actually die here. Come on. The freaking beatdown, man. I've been dying so much lately. I don't know what's going on with me. So, see, I made a mistake there. It's always better just to let the enemy down you so you can get the second wind. I f***ed up there. I killed him because what I was trying to do there was, sometimes when I take a dot, I'll try to activate Grim to get, to survive the dot. But I made a bad decision there. I killed the enemy to activate Grim when I should have just let him down me so I could get the second win. And that resulted in a death. Which is very frustrating, but, you know, it's the beatdown. It's gonna happen sometimes. So that is now my third mobbing death. And I just died recently again, so that's really, really irritating, but, oh well. But, you know, at least when I start live streaming, there will not be a difference, and, you know, it won't be like I'm cherry picking runs, so I look much better whenever you're seeing recorded footage versus, you know, live streamed footage. Oh my god, again, another dot, man. This map is just ridiculous with that. The Dahl Minigun is not going to be a good fight for your life weapon, probably. Yeah, I really do not like summertime, man. It is so freaking hot here, and you probably couldn't tell because of my refined accent, but I do live in the Bible Belt, and it's just so freaking humid and hot in the summertime. I hate the heat, man. I honestly, like, I would prefer to live in somewhere like Alaska. I have this little AC unit in my room to try to help, and it has a built-in thermometer, and it's like 77 in here right now. Obviously, I cannot run it while I'm recording. Let's try the hip fire here. Yeah, not too bad. Took a non-slagged enemy out fast. Oh, very nice damage. Yeah, nice. It's horrible, man. My grandpa was a stonemason, and I had to, like, I didn't grow up, I did not have much money growing up. I had to start working with him when I was very young in the summers to get money for, like, school clothes and shit. And it was just horrible, grueling work. You know, like, I was the unskilled laborer, basically, so I did, like, all of the really, like, grueling work that doesn't take a lot of talent. Basically just carrying cinder blocks around in the hot summer, and it was just horrible, man. But yeah, once I'm going back to school to get my degree and stuff, I'm definitely not going to live here after I finish that. I get a lot of comments about my accent. It's kind of funny because compared to a lot of people around here, I have, like, barely an accent at all. But, you know, I guess to people who aren't from here, it's very noticeable. When I was younger, me and my friends, we would play, like, on Xbox Live and stuff. And I had a friend, you know, obviously you play with people around the country and stuff. I have a friend who, he was a very smart guy, but he had a really thick southern accent. Anyway, we were playing Xbox one day. We were in a party with this, you know, a young black gentleman. And this friend joined the party and started talking, prompting the young black man to say, "Damn, y'all some slave driving ass N-words." And it was really funny, but yeah. He was a very smart guy, but he had a very thick southern accent. And a lot of the language I haven't really picked up. I think it's my mind subconsciously rebelling or something. Like most people around here say yuns and stuff. I don't say stuff like that because I don't know. I just don't like it here, man. As soon as I have the ability, I'm going to move away. It's not just the weather, but I mean the weather sucks here. It's also like, if it snows at all, you're basically effed because there's like a ton of back roads. Oh, dude, I'll let myself get downed again. Holy crap. Horrible gameplay. But yeah, there's like just a ton of back roads, and it takes forever for them to get treated and stuff. So when it snows, unless you have like access to, you know, a good vehicle for driving on the snow and stuff, you're like stuck. And it just sucks, man. Or you have to get to work. I've like wrecked in the past because I didn't have like a truck, and I still had to go to work and stuff. And yeah, man, I just do not like it here. Another thing is, I mentioned in another video that I wanted to start training BJJ again, and the closest gym is like 90 minutes away. There's like nothing around here. So there's just a lot of negative things about living here that I do not like. So we got a bunch of these bikers here. We did get a Moxie portrait. Hell yeah, nice. That's apparently Fierce Chimera really likes those, and who could blame him? But I mean, yeah, as far as how this weapon is performing, it's performing extremely well. It's doing great damage. I did die because I'm a smooth brain who made a bad decision, and I got downed a couple of times. I think, you know what? In both of those deaths was me making that mistake of trying to kill an enemy whenever I should have just let the enemy down me so I could second wind off of them. And as I've said, like, fight for your life is not a bad thing. I mean, look how fast these guys are dying. Again, I don't have bar or something on, do I? He was not slagged and we took him out. So yeah, I mean, this arguably could be a tier 2 weapon. I'm sure for some bosses, this would be fine damage. Another problem with that tier system is I don't play Krieg or Gage or Salvador, so I can't really rate those weapons appropriately on those characters, right? I can take feedback from people and like hear people's opinions, but myself, I'm not super sure about some stuff like that. One good thing about living in a small town, there's not like a lot of traffic and stuff. It's very easy to get where you need to go and shit. Whenever I have to drive out of town into like big cities and stuff, it's way more stressful. Let's just not disrupt him and kill him there. Nice. Yeah, really excellent damage on this thing. And I will use a perfect version on the Axton run. Alright, so I've got this guy crouching right here. Didn't get slagged, but we'll take him out. Oh, whoa. More enemies spawning behind me there. Nice. Yeah, I'm still having a little bit of this. Oh, another freaking dot, man. I'm still having a little bit of issues with my neck. I mentioned it in a past video. It's more like numbness and tingling on my like left arm and like my left leg now. It's been really frustrating because I've not been able to do the stuff I need to do. I haven't been able to work out. It's been hard to take care of the chores and stuff I need to do. And it's a little bit better today. I'm gonna try to start using a recumbent bike. I've got one. I think part of my issues might be from my running form, because what happened was the way this got worse. Like I've been dealing with this neck pain for like a year, but it's manageable. So I've just been kind of living with it. But I ran for a really long time, and after that was whenever the pain spiked. So I'm gonna have to maybe not run for so long, or just use the recumbent bike until it gets better. The recumbent bike shouldn't. I don't think it would hurt me to do that because I can maintain, you know, a very upright posture and stuff. And you know, you can't always do what you want, but you can always do what you can. So there should be some stuff I can still do, even if I can't do the normal runs I like to do. Yeah, I like the range on this as well. Nice. All those missed, seriously, but we still took them out in one burst. Alright, but yeah, there, no bar. You can see the skills. Dahl Minigun. Very excellent weapon, as you can see. And we will head on over to Axton. Alright guys, and here we are with the Axton run. Now I am going to be using the perfect version here with the gemstone skin, which does look very nice here. And a quick word on that, with the wild clamp, it has worse accuracy and more recoil than the damage clamp, but it has higher fire rate. So it's gonna be a little bit harder to land all of the rounds with this thing. Let me go get some ammo. This is kind of an ammo inefficient weapon. It deals good DPS, but it can go through ammo really quickly. But yeah, so honestly, overall, I would probably prefer the damage clamp, even though it has less fire rate, because you're gonna actually be able to land all the shots. But maybe specifically for loaders, the wild clamp will be better. And I mean, they're both going to be good. Just with the wild clamp, you may need to put a little bit more effort into managing your shots and stuff. But we'll go ahead and get started here. So we'll go ahead and get our turrets out and stuff here, and then see if we can shoot them here. Nice, nice. So yeah, this weapon, I don't know. Tier 2 might be pushing it a bit. I don't think it'll be a great bossing option in a lot of situations, especially if I'm not critting here. Oh my god, horrible shot placement there. Oh, did I show my skills and stuff and gear? I'm just using a, oh, I don't have my corrosive bone equipped. That would probably help. But yeah, Legendary Soldier, Blockade, Quasar. There we go, that's better. But again, in my opinion, if a weapon is at least good for, you know, mobs and badass enemies, it's a good weapon. Again, I would say great weapons are weapons that can boss efficiently. Which, like I said, is more build specific, and if you would like to see more bossing content, I always recommend checking out my build videos, because I do a lot of bossing in those. Here we go. Oh, okay, got a badass here. Let's get our turret back. Being a little bit greedy there, and it almost cost me. Yeah, sometimes you have to give up the kill to save yourself. Try to shoot his arms off so he's not as threatening. I definitely like this weapon the best on Zero. Man, visual pollution, I can't see a thing. Just because with Zero's damage bonuses, he can make the ammo stretch further, you know. It is kind of an ammo-hungry weapon. You can see the range dropping off there with the Wild Clamp, with its bad accuracy. But we're able to kill these guys pretty quickly. Nice. But yeah, like I said, do let me know what weapons you want to see covered next. And if, you know, I haven't covered a weapon you've requested, it's, I probably just haven't got around to it. Like I said, I'll try to get around to them all. And, you know, it helps the video getting more comments, so feel free to spam your requests on every video. It will be good for the video anyway. Yeah, another, I can't remember if I talked about this yet, but like with the tier system ranking, again, because I only play, let me swap over to the fire version here for these guys. Since I only play, and we'll have the regular damage clamp. But yeah, I don't play Krieg or Gage or Salvador. So there's like nuances with them that I don't really know a lot about. Oh wow, yeah, I took them out really fast. So, you know, I'm not going to be able to assess weapons appropriately with them in some cases, you know. Trying to strip his shield. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Nice, nice. Then get this guy up here. Nice. Yeah, really excellent damage there. Yeah, man, it's just so freaking hot here. I just cannot stand the heat and the humidity and stuff. I very much prefer cooler weather. But yeah, this issue with like my neck and stuff has been really annoying. But like I said, it's slowly getting better, and there'll be some workouts I can do, even if I can't do all of them that I want to. It's more of a case of just I'm kind of worried about making it worse, so I've been avoiding it. But all right, so I'm going to take these guys out. Nice, nice. Get our turrets up here. So yeah, probably a tier 3 weapon, which is going to be good for mobbing on multiple characters, but probably not a great choice for bossing. Which, I don't know, when you see the damage it does when the kill skills are up and the turret's out, maybe it could be pretty good for bossing, but it's also going to chew through ammo really quickly. Come on. But yeah, I mean, for a non-unique assault rifle, definitely a good weapon. You know, people tend to think that all assault rifles suck, and that is just not true. I've covered so many assault rifles at this point. Even if assault rifles are arguably the worst weapon type, there's still plenty of good ones. You know, I've covered so many. I've probably covered like close to 20 assault rifles at this point. At least a dozen. And you can go check those out if you would like to. They are much better than people give them credit for. But yeah, guys, that is the minigun. A pretty well-liked non-unique. Even if it's not, you know, a complete powerhouse, it is pretty competent, at least on Zero and Axton. It's going to be good on Mai as well, and probably other characters. Even if it's not going to be, you know, the best boss slayer ever. But yeah, guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Do comment, let me know what you think about the minigun, and do let me know what weapon you would like to see me cover next. I really appreciate the channel members. Extra special thanks to Leg and Weirdna and Evan for being Veracity Slayers. Really appreciate the support, guys. But I do hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe, and better be here next time.